Hello everyone, my name is Graham and welcome to episode 2 of my new Minecraft tutorial series. In this episode I would like to show you how to survive your first night and teach you some of the basics along the way. It goes without saying, there are many ways to play Minecraft, which is what makes this game so unique and absolutely awesome. There is no right or wrong way in doing it. As long as you're having a good time, you're doing it the right way. As I create episodes for this tutorial series, I'll start slow in the beginning, and then, as we progress, we can go a little faster. After I created episode 1, I loved the spawn area so much, I decided to continue the series with that world. As we explore this world together, new 1.19 terrain will generate as well. We might see some weirdness in the biomes at spawn, due to the fact that this was originally created as a 1.0 world, but that will simply make our world that bit more unique. Nothing wrong with that. And here we are, exactly where we left off from episode 1. For those brand new to Minecraft, let's briefly go over the movement controls. These are all customizable via the settings menu, but the defaults are as follows. You use your mouse to look around. You use your WASD keys to move. And the spacebar is to jump. Double tap forward makes your character run. And the last one is the E key to bring up your inventory. And let me quickly explain the inventory while we are in the screen. This is your avatar, that's me. These are your slots where you can place armor items. You can put a shield over there. This is your inventory or backpack where you can carry things. This is your hotbar, which is also the one that appears at the bottom of the screen here. This is your small 2x2 crafting area, and whatever you craft will appear in this output slot. And this little button is your crafting recipe book, which we'll cover in a little while. And to get out of this screen, simply press the escape key. Alright, with that out of the way, let's continue. We are looking east at the moment, where we can see the sun is rising. And in the first day, time management is super important, because the days are fairly short in Minecraft. A full Minecraft day is 20 minutes. Of that, 10 minutes is daylight. And then night falls, and this is when all of this becomes areas where monsters can spawn. Monsters can also spawn in dark areas in the daytime, like in caves. So when you go exploring caves during the daytime, you have to be aware that there could be monsters too. What we want to do now is gather a few essential resources and eventually find a shelter for the night. Alright, we're going to need a volunteer. Let's see. This tree should do nicely. As you can see, everything in Minecraft is made out of blocks. So all we have to do is walk up to this tree, look at it, and keep the left mouse button in. And our character will start punching it. And eventually, it'll break the log and pop straight into your hand. And now we can continue doing this for the rest of the tree trunk. We only really need 6 or 7 pieces to start with, but as we are busy, we can just as well harvest all the wood from this tree. Once you harvest all the wood from the tree, what will happen is the leaves in the tree will start decaying. As they decay, they stand a chance of dropping some saplings, some sticks, and for an oak tree, also some apples. Yeah, only from Minecraft will you get apples from oak trees. You can also punch these leaves and they break in the same way. Just press the left mouse button and it'll break. But because we're not using the right tool, they don't drop anything, they just disappear. Now that we have a few logs, you can't do a lot with them as is. So what we want to do is break them down into more usable items, just like in the real world. As we only have a 2x2 crafting area, most of the crafting recipes we want to use will require a larger crafting interface. So, to solve that problem, we need a crafting table. And to make a crafting table, we need to convert these logs into planks. Simply left click on the logs and they will attach to the mouse pointer. Then right click to place them one by one in the crafting area. So as soon as you place one down, you can see it will yield 4 planks. So we put them all in there, And as you keep clicking the left mouse button on the output box, you'll pick them all up. And there you go, you now have 20 planks. So what we can do with these planks is right click and drop them in the 2x2 area, and that'll give you a crafting table. Oh nice, we can see some sticks that dropped from the tree. To collect them, you walk close to them and they automatically pop into any free space in your inventory. It is always useful to collect such resources, because you never know when you're going to need them. Oh wow, we are quite lucky. There are loads of saplings dropping from this tree. Alright, let's continue with that crafting. So you use the mouse wheel to select different items in the hotbar. You can also press the number buttons. One will select the first item all the way through to number 9, which will select the last one. To use the crafting table, you need to place it down first. So with the crafting table in your hand, simply right click somewhere on the ground. And there we have the crafting table. Now if you right click while looking at the crafting table, it will open the crafting user interface. Now we have a new and larger 3x3 crafting area. In the early days of Minecraft, you had to memorize all the crafting recipes. Lucky for us, we can now take advantage of the built-in crafting recipe book. Clicking this button will only show the recipes we have enough resources for. We would like to craft a wooden pickaxe, so click that. The crafting recipe is 3 planks and 2 sticks. So as you can see, as soon as you click on the recipe that you want to craft, it will automatically take the resources from the inventory and place them in the correct pattern. So all you have to do is take the pickaxe from the output slot, and that's crafting, as easy as that. While we are here, what we will also need is a wooden axe, and that's a similar recipe, but this time it's just got a little corner there. It's kind of the shape of an axe. And that's it. Press escape to get out of here. Let's collect some more of these saplings and sticks. They always come in handy. We'd also like to be sustainable, so we'll replant what we harvest. With the sapling in your hand, to plant a tree, we simply look at the ground and right click, and it will plant the sapling there. Luckily, you don't have to water it or anything like that. It will naturally grow. It takes about a day or 2 before it becomes a tree. Now to pick up our crafting table again, we can just punch it, or we can use our wooden axe. And there we go, walk forward to collect it. The next thing we want to do is, ooh, there we go, that's a nice one. It just dropped an apple for us. Thank you, Mr. Tree, our first food item. If we take a look, we can see it's already past midday. The sun is already going down. So we need to start thinking about finding a shelter for the night, as well as trying to find something we'll need to create a light source. Now I can see there in the distance, the black inside the stone. That is coal. Ooh, I can hear spiders. There must be a cave down there. So that is coal. You can just punch it with your fist. It will eventually break, but it won't yield anything because you didn't use the correct tool for the job. So you have to use a pickaxe and then walk up to it, and just like a tree, keep the left mouse button in to start mining, and there we go. We have our first 2 pieces of coal. As you use your tools, you can see at the bottom there, that's your durability bar. As soon as you use the item, the durability will start going down. Once it reaches the end, then your item will break and you'll have to craft a new one. So you can see, these 2 have already lost some of their durability. And what we'll do, seeing as the sun is going down, is we'll use this area inside the mountain and make it our shelter for the night. Let's keep mining a few more of these blocks. And let's get some more coal. We'll use coal as a fuel in a furnace to cook some food, and all importantly, to craft some torches. So we can make some light, which is exactly what we're going to do right now. So there we go. It's small, but it'll do just fine as a shelter for our first night. The next thing we want to do is craft ourselves some torches before night falls. So we place down a crafting table again, right click on that, and the torch recipe is really simple. We just place some sticks, and then add some coal on the top. 1 stick, 1 coal, and that will yield 4 torches. So there we go. We now have 8 torches. Whoa, there are some serious spiders down there somewhere. Alright, you can see it's already starting to get dark. What we're going to do is to place a torch above our entrance. So, to place the torch, we simply right click, and there we go. This will also help prevent mobs from spawning right in this area, which is very helpful for us. You can also go out a little bit and place another torch down if you want to. Okay, let's get back into our shelter. The next thing to do to make our shelter a lot more safe is we need a door. So we'll be using the crafting table again, and this time we'll be selecting the door crafting recipe. It requires 6 planks in a 2x3 area, and that yields 3 doors, which is fantastic. Now select the door so we can place it. Look down at the ground near the edge of the block and right click. To use the door to open and close it, it's right click again. So right click to open, walk through, right click to close. And there we go. We are now safe for the night. Now, I tend to use this time to craft some more items, maybe cook some more food, or do some more mining. After all, Minecraft is Minecraft, so mining and crafting. So let's not waste the night, and we'll continue expanding our shelter some more. As a start, let's raise the roof to give ourselves that little bit more headroom. It's important to point out, I made a little bit of a mistake there. You don't want to mine straight above you, because what could happen is some blocks in the game adhere to gravity, like gravel and sand. And if they were above the block I just mined, they could fall down and there is a chance I could suffocate. So always stand to the side and mine. And in the same way, don't mine straight down, because Minecraft has lots of caves in the ground. And there could be very big caves in the new Minecraft versions, or there could be lava, and falling into either of those is certain death. So rule number 1, don't mine straight down. Just stand on the side while mining and you'll be safe. That's it. And something I touched on before, if you take a look at our pickaxe, the durability is going down. We are already towards the yellow. We will eventually go to the orange and then red, at which point the tool will break. I think we did pretty well. So this will be our first night, and we can wait for the sun to come up, and then we can go explore further outside. So I'll continue expanding our shelter off camera, making it slightly bigger. But that's it. We're done. You have survived your first night. And that brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe for more such content. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.